Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And today I am bringing you The Sun Still Rises by Laura Bailo, published by Dreamspinner Press. This is part of their World of Love series, and this one takes us to Spain. One of our main characters is Erik. His father has traveled to Spain, specifically to Pamplona for the running of the bulls for over 2 decades. This is a big deal for him. But Erik, like most kids that aren't interested in what their parents do, it kind of goes in one ear and out the other. He semi-listens, but really, he's got better things to think about. Then his dad is no longer there. And it comes time for the running of the bulls, and Erik is sentimental, hasn't properly grieved, upset, really wants that connection with his dad, and so he just kind of picks up and heads to Spain. Makes no plans whatsoever, just wants this connection. Tidbit about Erik. He's an author and he suffers from anxiety. So what better way to keep your anxiety, like under wraps, than to go to a foreign land that you haven't studied without arrangements. So Erik finally finds a tourist office and he's like, I need help. This is where we meet David. David is a suave, sexy Spaniard, and when I think about that accent, just whew, yes please. He starts handing pamphlets to David like, okay, if you want to do this, if here's this, what about this? And finally he's like, and where are you staying? Because I can tell you attractions and foodery there. And Erik might be like, I don't have any reservations. I was kind of hoping to just get a hotel while I was here. And David's like, man, good luck with that. Here's a list of like 1 million hotels around here. You can start calling and seeing if maybe somebody didn't show up for the reservation. And this freaks Erik out. He goes, he has himself a full-blown panic attack, semi-pulls himself back together, decides he's gonna go get some food, and this is when we run into David again. There's already this little spark that's going on between them, just from their previous encounter. So David says, you know what? I have a guest room, you can use it if you'd like. Erik's kind of like, I don't know, are you gonna kill me? And David's like, I don't know. I mean, why would I tell you if I was? David takes Erik on kind of a date where they go, they eat, and they kind of play 20 questions. That way they can get to know each other, get the feelings. Are you going to kill me? Are you not? Is everything gonna be cool with you in the guest room? And they decide that they're gonna give this a go. Here's where the story takes on this twist. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to describe it correctly. I feel like their love, their romance, was kind of a slow burn, but at the same time, it was kind of an insta-love. Like, as soon as they saw each other, like I said, they felt the flames, there was a little bit of a spark, but they took it slowly. Every day was a different adventure. David played tourist guide for Erik and took him around town. They talked a little bit about things, but they really talked about each other. And they kept finding more and more things that they have in common, more things that they can relate to together. Now remember, Erik is an author, and David has an online friend that is just in love with his stories. It's so exciting and funny to watch Erik kind of meet and converse with a fan for the first time. And there are so many firsts in here for Erik. But the moment that Erik and David decide, hey, I really like you, I like you too, it's like, you cannot pull these two apart until Erik has to leave. Erik lives in Phoenix. David lives in Pamplona, Spain. This is quite the long distance relationship. How are we gonna make it work? Is one going to leave and move to go be with the other? Are we just going to have long distance for a very long time? What's going to happen from here? I really thought this story was just absolutely adorable. What is going to bring it down in the rating level for me though is I thought we could have used a little bit more detail with the culture. I mean, the running of the bulls is a big deal for his dad. This is something he lives for year after year, and yet we don't learn a lot of the history with it. We don't get a lot of the culture with it. I mean, I feel like it became not just a secondary character, but like way lost in the background of this love story, but it's the reason why the love story is happening. And I don't think that we intermingled it all very well. Other than that, like I said, it's adorable, quirky, fun. Seeing Erik kind of come out of his shell and just become, I'm not going to say a social butterfly because none of us with anxiety really become social butterflies. We can fake it, but we don't really ever make it. We just put on a show. But he gets that connection kind of with his father. He understands the running of the bulls, why it was important to him. And now Erik has things that are important to him. So kind of a tradition has passed to another generation. Even though it's different, it's still something that gets carried on. And I think that that's one of the things I'm very much in love with. Every family has traditions, but I like when traditions kind of slightly change and pick on the new form when the younger kids grow up instead of keeping on the same thing forever. Giving it just a little twist, a little bit of flair, some pizzazz. So what I am going to do for you is I am going to leave the Dream Spinner and the Amazon links down below so you can click them and be on your way. If you've enjoyed this review, I'm going to ask that you help me with that YouTube algorithm and give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I try to get new stuff out for you guys every Monday through Thursday, but I honestly never know what time. And that is the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have something new for you. If you like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave some stalker links aplenty. Click, go, explore, and enjoy. The Sun Still Rises by Bailo, published by Dream Spinner Press, part of their Worlds of Love series. I am giving 4 stars. Bye. Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf, and today I am bringing you Ahava is Love by Avery Duncan, published by Dream Spinner Press. This is part of their Worlds of Love kind of theme series catalog, and this one takes us from Brooklyn, New York to Israel. We have Josh, who is so ready to settle down, be married, have a family, just fall so deeply in love that it's like